One project I've done in the past is called a hanging planter type thing. So what you do is you have two slabs, and I'm just going to stack them on top of each other. Now, you can make it any shape you want, but in the past we've done face, so I'll just show you a face. Using those two slabs, where they overlap, I'm going to cut out a nice big face type shape. And I can remove the extra clay. So you want it to be exactly the same what you do. And then I'm going to cut a little bit higher where I want to go for the back piece, because I'm going to want a little bit of an overlap. So I made my shape that I want. I'm going to separate the two. And the front one that I did, I'm going to cut it a little shorter at the top. Be careful with that fettling knife. And what I did is I just made two pieces that were exactly the same, except one was shorter. What I'm then going to do is I'm going to slip and score with my trusty toothbrush around the bottom edge. I'm not doing the top, I'm not doing the middle here. And then I'm just going to take a ball of newspaper, just stick it in there. It's just going to help give it a little bit of a poof. And I'm going to lay my clay on top of it and press down where I just slipped and scored. So I'm not pressing at the top because that's going to stay open. And I'm going to use my finger and my sponge, and I'm going to make those two lines meet. So it's okay that when you stretch it over the ball, it starts to lose a little bit of that length because the clay is pretty flexible. It's got a little stretch to it. And I'm just rubbing away the line where those two sides meet. Alright, and then all I'm going to do is I can start adding all my decorations. You see that pocket? That's where my clay is, my newspaper is. It'll just burn away later. You don't even have to remove it. Use that sponge, smooth everything out, make it look beautiful. Make sure you get the back side. Add any details you want. If you are making a face, you can add eyes, nose, mouth, but if you cut into it, you're not going to have any room for whatever you want. If you decide to add water to it to make an actual planter, you don't want to have holes near the bottom. So just be careful with that. I'm going to turn it over, make sure this edge down here is nice and smooth, because that always looks so much nicer in the end. Write your name on the back. But the last thing you have to do in order to make it a hanger, you need to make a place for it to hang. So what I just use the ends of these dowel rods. Don't put it too close to the top because it could break. Down here, you're going to put your dowel rod in, push it all the way through. And actually, I just go all the way through like this. Okay, do that on both sides, about the same height. Push it through. You might have to twist it a little bit, all the way. And then just turn it over. See how it kind of pushes out like that? That doesn't look so good. So use your finger and kind of smooth it out. In a sun shape. Alright. That, my friend, is how you can make this cool planter shape on a slab. If you wait till your slab gets a little too stiff, you might not be able to bend this part here without cracking. Alright, you have fun trying this one out if you would like.